it's time to get started with the Camaro Summer Tournament.
I'm ready to see some American muscle race down that track.
Up first, we have Jeremiah Logan driving the 1970 Camaro Z28. This car comes to us from Po' Boy Racing.
That's a heavy one at 53.3 grams.
Then we have James Dean driving the yellow 1970 Camaro. That one is a Hot Wheels weighing 36 grams. He'll be driving for Mark D of CRC Racing.
In the blue 70 Camaro, we have Nick Braxton. That's a Hot Wheels weighing 36.4 grams. He's driving for Blackburn Family Racing.
And last up in the green 2018 Camaro SS is Peter B. That one weighs 34 grams, it's made by Hot Wheels, and it's sponsored by Jason from Toon Tracks Racing.
We have 3 Camaros from the 70s and 1 from 2018. I guess the question is, can classic muscle keep up with modern automobile engineering?
We're about to find out as soon as the light goes green, and there it is, let's go racing, boys! Jeremiah Logan out in the lead, followed by Nick Braxton. James Dean in the yellow car on the outside.
Here they go into the open section of track.
We've got some contact between Nick Braxton and Jeremiah Logan.
Jeremiah pulling ahead, Nick Braxton on his tail, literally.
It's a close race around the final corner, and it's gonna be Jeremiah Logan, Nick Braxton, Peter B., and James Dean finishing in that order on the first race.
That was an exciting start to this Camaro tournament.
Let's look at the replay. A tight group going around that second corner. Watch Peter B. in the green car make that pass over James Dean to take third place.
That was impressive.
Here we go at the start of race 2. We have James Dean in the front right in the yellow car, and Peter B. in the front left in the green car.
You know, it's interesting. Every tournament seems to feature a Jimmy or a James.
Well, at least this time he's not crazy.
Well, we'll have to wait and see about that.
Also, we should mention, we don't actually pick these names. The names are submitted by fans in a contest on the Facebook group and then randomly selected.
You can find a link to that group in the description below.
And here comes James Dean flying down the track, and we have a new track record.
Oh my goodness.
16.550 seconds.
Holy Camaro, that's a fast time.
Wow.
That's faster than most modified cars in King of the Mountain.
James Dean beating out both Crazy Jimmy and Crazy James to take number 1 on the top 5 track times board for the 2020 season.
I did not expect to see a record broken this early in this tournament.
Yeah, me either.
In fact, I didn't expect to see a record broken at all.
Camaros aren't necessarily known for being the fastest castings in diecast racing. That yellow Camaro only weighing 36 grams, which once again goes to show you it's not always about
Oh man, we've got mayhem over on turn 2.
Nick Braxton all by himself, and it looks like he's just going to take his time to the finish line.
Hey, there's no need to push it when your competition's all off the track.
Nick Braxton picks up his first win. That's going to give him a pretty big points boost, tying him with Jeremiah Logan, both of them having 8 points. James Dean underneath them with 6 points.
Let's take a look at that wreck. Keep your eye on the white car of Jeremiah Logan.
Oh.
Hits that wall and rolls it. That completely ruined any chance for Peter B. or James Dean to make it to the finish line.
James Dean ends up running into the back of Peter B. That causes him to flip over. That's a tough break for all 3 of those drivers. They'll get 0 points for that race.
Here we go at the final race. The top 2 drivers, Jeremiah Logan and Nick Braxton, are in the front row.
James Dean starting off in the back. He's trailing by 2 points. It's going to be disappointing if the new track time record holder ends up getting knocked out of the tournament in the first round.
There's some contact between Jeremiah Logan and Nick Braxton. Whoa! Nick Braxton's car gets popped up in the air.
Jeremiah Logan flying around the last corner, and he will take this race, followed by... It's going to be James Dean.
Peter B takes 3rd, and Nick Braxton takes 4th.
And look at that. We've got a tie between James Dean and Nick Braxton. That means both of those drivers will have to race once again to determine who will join Jeremiah Logan in the next round of the Camaro tournament.
I think you know who I'm pulling for, 3D.
Who's that?
Look, man, I'm a simple kind of guy. I wake up every morning, put my American flag boxer briefs on one leg at a time. I get a hot cup of joe, 2 eggs over hard, no runny yolks, a slice of toast, and a Jimmy Dean sausage. I'm going for James Dean.
Hell yeah, brother. I'm sorry, I got a little caught up in your story there.
It's literally the American dream.
James Dean is starting off on the inside because he has the faster track time. I mean, he has the fastest track time.
There's a lot of paint swapping on that section of the track today.
James Dean got spun around. He's going to try to finish the race going in reverse.
He's already a legend, 3D.
And here he comes to take the checkered. Whoa!
Ouch! Oh.
A hard wreck at the end, but James Dean does it. He will be moving on along with Jeremiah Logan to the second round of the Camaro Summer Tournament.
A somewhat rocky start for James Dean. but that is how all true American legend stories start off.
You can see right here Nick Braxton hitting the back end of James Dean's car, spinning him around. At this point, he has a decision to make. Should he try to pull off a Rockford turn or just keep going in reverse? James Dean says, move over, Tomater, I'm going to get her done.
I know we just started this tournament, but I need a James Dean shirt.
I think it's way too early for that. He just barely made it into round 2. Here's a look at the tournament bracket so far. Jeremiah Logan and James Dean are the first 2 drivers to make it into round 2. Don't go anywhere. Coming up after the break, we've got 4 more drivers ready to take the track in the Camaro Summer Tournament. Welcome back. You're watching the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League. Here's our next group of drivers. We have Thelonious John McBatmanorama.
What the?
Like I said, we don't pick the names.
McBatman is driving for Mark D of CRC Racing.
Then we have Chuck Turbo.
Now that's a name.
He's driving in our first JL. That's a Johnny Lightning, not a Hot Wheels. And the 69 Camaro Black with Flames JL is a legend in diecast racing.
It's rumored to be the fastest Johnny Lightning.
Then we have Artipia driving in the Camaro Convertible Concept. This one's sponsored by MDG.
I think I saw some FTEs on that.
And last up we have Red Gloves Rules driving in the Camaro Concept. This one's sponsored by Scorpio Love Smith.
Love, peace, and hair grease.
If you watch this channel, you'll understand that. So which car are you feeling in this race, 2D?
Chuck Turbo all the way. He has an awesome name. The flames on that car are beautiful. Plus, it would be nice to see another brand besides Hot Wheels do well in the racing league.
That's true. Hot Wheels has been dominating.
Not to mention we paid quite a bit of money to get that Johnny Lightning.
We did?
I should rephrase that. You paid a lot of money to get that Johnny Lightning car.
What do you mean I did? I had nothing to do with that.
It's sponsored by 3D Botmaker Racing.
And who approved that purchase order?
Susan.
She's an intern.
Is she?
Yeah, she can approve purchase orders.
Hey, you live, you learn.
We'll talk about this later. Thelonious picks up his first win, and everyone else gets stuck behind Chuck Turbo. Not a great start for that Johnny Lightning.
Oh man, I hope it was worth the money.
How much exactly was that car?
I've got to find the receipt.
Yeah, do that please. A rough start for Chuck Turbo, Artipia, and Red Gloves Rules. That's going to be 0 points for all 3 of them on the first race. That currently gives John McBat a 5-point lead.
It's around here somewhere.
Dude, don't worry about it. We've got a race going on here.
Oh, here it is. I found it.
Let's see. Johnny Lightning, 69 Camaro Black with Flames. What?
Yeah, I know.
Why did we pay so much for one car?
You've got expensive taste.
Well, that car better win. Chuck Turbo in the lead right now, followed by Batmanorama.
Go Chuck Turbo.
He's having some steering issues. Thelonious takes the lead going to the last corner.
He's drifting.
Chuck Turbo's fighting for it. Chuck Turbo pulls ahead.
Yes.
And Chuck Turbo
Chuck, baby.
takes the win. Back from Batmanorama.
I told you.
That has got to be one of the best back and forth races we've seen all season long.
See, wasn't it worth the money?
He hasn't won yet. He's only in second place.
Yeah, but that race right there was priceless.
Here it is again. Thelonious with a clean pass over Chuck Turbo ends up drifting around that corner, loses control right here. Here comes Chuck Turbo, pushes him out of the way and says, thank you, I believe that checkered flag you're looking at is mine.
This race is getting good right here. The battle between Chuck Turbo and Bat Thelonious Johnarama is just heating up.
Here we go at the start of race 3. We have Red Gloves Rule on the front right and Artipia starting off on the front left.
Artipia has those faster than ever wheels on that convertible. I expected to see some faster than ever times out of that car, but we haven't seen it yet.
Right now, Red Gloves Rules is out in front. Artipia right behind him.
John Thelonious and Chuck Turbo swapping some paint back there.
Looks like Red Gloves Rules has this race in the bag, and it will go to Red Gloves Rules, followed by Artipia, Thelonious Arama, and then Chuck Turbo.
It's not looking good for our boy Chuck.
Chuck Turbo falls back to third place as Red Gloves Rules moves into second with 7 points. It looks like it's going to be a battle between Red Gloves Rules and Chuck Turbo for that second place spot to see who will advance on to the second round of the tournament.
Both of those drivers are starting off in the back row.
John Thelonious and Artipia in the front row. Artipia 3 points behind Red Gloves Rules. If Artipia can win this race, there might be a chance.
Chuck Turbo falling behind.
We've got a tight pack of 3 going around that second corner.
Artipia pulls ahead as the other drivers skid out.
And it looks like Artipia is going to make a comeback here. And yes, Artipia takes the win. This race is still going on. Chuck Turbo wrecks. No. No.
Not the paint job.
Thelonious Monk will finish that race in second, followed by Red Gloves Rules. And would you have a look at that?
We've got another tie.
Unfortunately, it's the end of the road for Chuck Turbo. and the paint job on this roof.
Oh, man.
That cost will come out of 2D's paycheck.
Oh, come on.
Artipia and Red Gloves Rules both tie with 9 points, so they will have to race again to determine who will be joining Thelonious Llama in the second round.
Wow, such an exciting start to this tournament. That's 2 ties in just the first day.
Red Gloves Rules has the faster track time, so he will start off this race on the inside lane.
With only 2 cars on the track, maybe this time we'll see what those FTEs on that convertible can do.
For those of you new to diecast racing, cars with FTEs have nickel-plated axles, which reduce friction and typically increase the speed of the car.
It's a stock feature from the factory, not a modification.
Red Gloves Rules having trouble coming out of turn 2. Artipia's on his tail.
We've got a dogfight.
Who's going to take it? Artipia pulls ahead in the convertible, and Artipia will take the win and advance on to the second round of the Camaro Summer Tournament.
What an amazing last-minute pass by Artipia, pushing Red Gloves Rules out of the way to steal the win.
We've seen so much passing in this tournament, it's amazing.
These Chevys are certainly not disappointing.
Except for Chuck Turbo's car.
Oh yeah, poor Chuck.
Poor Chuck, at least he didn't pay all that money for the car.
Oh yeah, poor 3D.
It's coming out of your check.
You'll have to talk to Susan about that.
A great race put on by Artipia and Red Gloves Rules. Artipia will be joining Batarama John in the second round of the Camaro Summer Tournament. Welcome back to the Camaro Summer Tournament. It's time to get started with groups 3 and 4.
I'm ready, let's get it going.
Up first we have Mad for Robots driving in the 1968 Copo Camaro. This one's a Hot Wheels and was sponsored by Po' Boy Racing.
Next to him in the red with flames is Dire Taco Man in the 69 Camaro convertible. This Hot Wheels was sponsored by the Kelly Motor Speedway.
Tacos do sound good right now.
Tell me about it, I'm starving.
Moving on, we have Jared Matson driving in that Zamac finished Camaro Concept. It's a Hot Wheels sponsored by Rehabilitoy.
Check out this last one. It's the gold chase car from the Hot Wheels 50th anniversary set. We've got Golden Cheddar driving the 1967 Camaro. This one's sponsored by Nero 62 Custom Diecast.
We should mention that all of these cars are stock. None of them have been modified.
Yes, modified cars are for King of the Mountain.
The drivers are at the start, ready to go, waiting for the green, and let's go racing! We've got Mad for Robots with an early lead going down that first stretch of track. Here they go into the first corner.
Jared Matson currently in second place.
But here comes Dire Taco Man taking second place back.
Golden Cheddar all the way in the back.
Taco Man not far behind Mad Robots as they go into the last corner.
They are flying around that corner.
Dire Taco Man gets loose as Mad for Robots picks up his first win, followed by Golden Cheddar. How did Golden Cheddar get all the way to second place?
What do you expect? That car is golden.
He was all the way back in fourth place going into the last corner. Somehow he made it into second. Let's see what happened right here.
Dire Taco Man was a little greasy coming out of that corner. Jared Matson ends up ramming his driver's side door. That moved him out of the way, making room for the Golden Cheddar.
I like cheese.
Same here, especially cheddar.
I like a good aged cheddar.
Oh yeah, the aged stuff is the best.
I'd say at minimum it needs to be aged at least around 2 years.
You know, I was in a relationship and she put 6-month aged cheddar on my sandwich.
Really?
That was the last time I ever spoke to her.
Wow.
Women these days.
That's tough. We've got Taco Dire Man in the lead going around that first corner. Here comes Golden Cheddar on the outside, taking the lead into first place, gets sideways. Whoa. And down goes the Taco Man.
Golden Cheddar is out too.
It's now a 2-car race between Mad for Robots and Jared Matson. And Mad for Robots will pick up his second win, giving him a very big lead in this race. He now has 10 points. Second place is currently held by Jared Matson with 4 points. That's a 6-point lead.
You know, looking at the current situation right now, we probably should have made Dire Taco Man put a roll bar on that car.
Probably, but then it wouldn't be stuck.
Yeah, but isn't safety more important?
Safety is very important to us. That's why we have them all sign waivers.
Okay, but I don't see how a waiver helps you when you flip upside down in a convertible.
I'm sure he's fine. He can just walk it off.
Oh, here we go.
We've got 2 races to go. Mad for Robots currently in the lead with 10 points. The battle right now is for second place. We've got Jared Matson on the front left and Golden Cheddar on your front right.
Golden Cheddar moving away from the pack, going down the straightaway.
Here they come through the first corner. Golden Cheddar with a nice lead. Taco Man and Jared Matson fighting for second.
Dire Taco Man falls back to fourth.
Golden Cheddar now with a very comfortable lead as he goes around the final corner. And this one's all over. Golden Cheddar takes first place. And I don't see anyone else passing the finish line.
Looks like they all got stuck behind Jared Matson.
Wow, that's a big win for Golden Cheddar. He's now in second place with 8 points only 2 points behind the current leader, Mad for Robots.
It looks like those will be the top 2 going to the next round, unless something really crazy happens on the last race.
As we say, anything can happen. I mean, look right here. 3 DNFs, that type of thing can really change the scoreboard.
Here we go into the 4th and final race. You've got Jared Mattson on your front right, and Mad for Robots, your current leader, on the front left.
Mad for Robots has currently come in first twice, looking to do it once again right here.
It's a tight group going into the first corner.
Mad for Robots with the lead, but now Jared Mattson pulls ahead.
Golden Cheddar right behind him.
They're fighting for it.
Jared Mattson in the front.
Mad for Robots and Golden Cheddar side by side. Golden Cheddar moving ahead, and Golden Cheddar takes the lead, followed by Mad for Robots.
Come on, Cheddar.
And Golden Cheddar once again comes from the back row to take the win, and he will be advancing on to the second round of the Camaro Summer Tournament.
A strong finish there by Golden Cheddar. He might be a top contender going into the next round.
At one point he was trailing by 7 points, but ends up finishing the race tied for first with Mad for Robots.
Let's look at that pass one more time.
You can see right here he is battling for second with Mad for Robots. He sees the opening on the right lane, pulls right ahead, clean pass, and it was over at that point. Look how nicely he came out of that corner as well.
I got 3 words for you, 3D.
Go ahead.
I like cheese.
You know, it's so simple, yet so profound.
Yeah, totally. Like when you're contemplating the essence of life, humanity, dark matter and space, the space-time continuum, those 3 simple words cause it all somehow to make sense.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Come on, man. I thought we had a connection.
I mean,
here.
I like a good cheddar. I just don't know what it has to do with the essence of life and all that
Bro,
stuff.
you're so not woke.
Well, your woke talk just caused us to miss that photo finish.
What photo finish?
You didn't see the photo finish? And I'm the one who's not woke?
I thought the race was over.
Anyways, here's a look at the Camaro Summer Tournament bracket. We have Mad for Robots and Golden Cheddar joining Artipia and Thelonious John McBatmanarama for the second round.
We'll be right back after the break.
Welcome back to the 3D Bot Maker Diecast Racing League Camaro Summer Tournament. Here's a look at our 4th and final group. Up first we have Maya Bailey driving the Camaro Z28. This one's sponsored by Po' Boy Racing.
You know, for being a po' boy, he's certainly sent in a lot of cars.
Next to him we have Killian Orion driving the 2018 Camaro SS. This car was sponsored by Colorado Gresham Racing.
Then we have another convertible without a roll bar.
Waivers.
It's Darth Nova 405 in the 69 Camaro SS 396.
That one is a Matchbox sponsored by Bigwood Smoke.
And last up we have Henry Jackson in the 1967 Camaro.
That car was sponsored by the Kelly Motor Speedway. Just a side note, we get asked a lot about sending in cars. We are currently not accepting any cars at this time. A lot of the cars you see racing here today were sent to us all the way back in 2018, and we're just finally getting a chance to race them now.
Yeah, the same goes for modified cars in King of Mountain. We had so many cars sent in this year, we won't have a chance to finish racing them until next year.
Look at that pass by Killian Orion to take the lead over Maya Bailey.
We've got a close race right here.
Maya Bailey goes low on the corner. They're side by side coming to the finish line. And Killian Orion just barely takes the win over Maya Bailey. Man, that was some good back and forth racing right there.
Right here as they go into turn 2, Killian Orion goes low, Maya Bailey goes high. Then they actually do the reverse once they get to turn 3.
I just love seeing good competitive racing out there on the track. And so far, this Camaro tournament has not disappointed. Look at that.
I love it. Side by side, door banging action, all 4 drivers making it past the finish line. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's take one more look at that finish from a different angle. Here they come side by side.
Wow, that was close.
Killian Orion takes the checkered flag by about a fender.
I feel like we might be seeing the start of a rivalry between those two.
We've got Killian Orion starting off in the front right, followed by Maya Bailey, and on your front left is Henry Jackson, followed by Darth Nova 405.
Killian Orion and Maya Bailey in the same lane. Let's see what happens.
Henry Jackson with a slight lead going into the corner. Killian Orion pulls ahead.
He's followed by Maya Bailey and Henry Jackson. They're swapping paint.
There's a lot of contact. Whoa! They did a little more than paint swapping.
That's going to leave a scratch.
Killian Orion, the last man standing as he rounds the final corner and passes the finish line to pick up his second win.
Once again, everything can change in one race. That win right there pretty much guarantees Killian Orion's spot in the next round.
We've still got 2 races left, but he does have a 7-point lead over the second place driver, Maya Bailey.
Let's take another look at that train wreck.
All 3 drivers bunched up together, and Henry Jackson and Maya Bailey were almost synchronized in flipping over.
I, for one, am glad that Darth Nova 405 stayed on his wheels.
Yes, that is good. But I mean, he did sign a waiver.
A waiver doesn't make it hurt any less, 3D.
It makes it hurt less for us. We've got Henry Jackson on the front right and Darth Nova 405 on the front left.
Maya Bailey way behind the rest of the group.
Henry Jackson in the lead. He's side by side with Darth Nova 405 as they go into the corner.
Some contact there.
Henry Jackson holds onto the lead as he goes down to the final corner. Maya Bailey pulling ahead into second place.
There goes Henry.
Maya Bailey passes on the right. And Maya Bailey, with a huge comeback, goes from 4th place to 1st and is now 2 points behind the leader, Killian Orion.
Once again, it is amazing how things can change in a single race. Look at Maya Bailey as she passes up Darth Nova 405.
That was an amazing pass. They go side by side around that corner. Then Henry Jackson pulls to the left. Maya Bailey sees the opening and passes right on through.
Man, a tough break there for Henry Jackson. That win would have put him in 2nd place.
Here we go with the 4th and final race. And as far as points, this race is already over. Killian Orion and Maya Bailey will be the top 2, advancing on to the next round. There is no chance for Darth Nova or Henry Jackson. The race right now is really between Maya Bailey and Killian Orion.
Maya Bailey out in the lead as she approaches the 2nd corner.
Bailey has a pretty big lead there.
Some contact on turn 2.
I think we just lost Killian Orion. Here comes Maya. She gets her wheel up on the side wall but recovers. And Maya Bailey picks up her 2nd win and actually takes over 1st place in points with 13, followed by Killian Orion.
A strong finish there for Maya Bailey. Not such a strong finish for Killian Orion, but his performance early in the race paid off, as he will also advance on to the 2nd round of the tournament.
Here's a look at the bracket going into the 2nd round of the Camaro Summer Tournament. On the left-hand side, we have Jeremiah Logan, James Dean, Maya Bailey, and Killian Orion. On your right-hand side, we have Thelonious John McBatmanorama, Artipia, Mad for Robots, and Golden Cheddar.
It looks like we have a competitive lineup. I can't wait to see the action.
Welcome back to the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League. Here we are with round 2 of the Camaro Summer Tournament.
So far, we've had a lot of great action with these Camaros. I'm really looking forward to see what happens in round 2.
Let's look at the first group racing today. We have Jeremiah Logan in that 1970 Camaro Z28. Weighing in at 53.3 grams, it is the heaviest car in round 2.
Next to him is the American Dream James Dean in the 1970 Camaro.
James Dean currently has the fastest track time in the Racing League 2020 season.
Next to him is Maya Bailey in that bright orange Camaro Z28.
Maya has the 2nd heaviest car in this group, weighing in at 43.4 grams.
And last up we have Killian Orion driving in the 2018 Camaro SS.
Killian Orion has the only modern Camaro in this group.
You know, some people have been asking, where are the 80s Camaros?
Well, you'll notice that 3D Botmaker Racing only had one Camaro entered into this tournament. All of the other cars were sent to us to race about a year or 2 ago, and no one sent anything from the 80s.
What a shame. I would love to see a classic IROC Z out there on the track.
Jeremiah Logan with the lead. James Dean sneaking up from behind.
There's a hit.
James Dean ramming into the back end of Jeremiah Logan. That actually gives Jeremiah Logan a boost as he rounds the final corner and picks up his 1st win.
Yeah, that impact on turn 2 really slowed down James Dean's car.
James Dean will take 2nd place, followed by Maya Bailey and Killian Orion.
Maya Bailey actually made a pass back there going into turn 3. Let's take a look at it right there.
Maya Bailey with the lead going on the inside of that corner, but look at James Dean overtaking on the outside to hold on to his 2nd place position.
Not a great start for Killian Orion, but we've still got 3 races to go, and he's starting off in the front.
Killian Orion on the front left and James Dean on your front right in the yellow car. Here we go at the start of race 2.
Jeremiah Logan riding the tail of James Dean. Look at that.
Those cars were glued together on that turn. James Dean widening the gap as they go into turn 2.
He's having some trouble.
James Dean hits the sidewall and he's over.
Jeremiah Logan avoiding that wreck, and he will take his 2nd win of the day.
Killian Orion, however, not able to get around James Dean. So that's going to be a DNF for him, a DNF for James Dean, and we're also missing Maya Bailey. What happened to her?
Looks like she came off the track up at turn 2.
That's going to be 3 DNFs. That gives Jeremiah Logan a really big lead in this race.
Here's another look at that James Dean wreck.
He bounced from side to side, got his wheel up off the side of the track, and just rolled over like a sick puppy.
A sick puppy?
Yeah, Don't puppies roll
That's
over?
kind of sad imagery, a sick puppy.
Okay, would it make you feel better if it was a well puppy?
Is it a rescue?
Sure.
Okay, that's cool.
Here we go at the start of race 3. We have Killian O'Ryan on the front right and Maya Bailey on the front left. Both of them desperately need some points in this race.
Maya Bailey's being chased down by Jeremiah Logan.
Wow, that's some aggressive driving by Jeremiah Logan. He's trying to find any way he can to get around that car.
Here comes Maya.
And Maya Bailey will pick up her first win. That's going to give her a nice points boost, followed by Jeremiah Logan. He now has 13 points. And there goes Killian O'Ryan coming in backwards to pick up 2 points.
Oh man, what happened to the American Dream, James Dean?
James Dean runs off the side of the road, and that's going to be his second DNF in a row.
Oh man, the dream is dead.
There is a slim chance if he gets first place on the next race and Maya Bailey gets a DNF, he might be able to move on.
Hey, if anyone can do it, it's James Dean.
He is the current track time record, so I am kind of rooting for him in this race.
We've got Maya Bailey and Jeremiah Logan in the front row.
Right now, it looks like those will be the two advancing on to the final round of the Camaro tournament. Jeremiah Logan definitely the dominant driver in this group.
Wow, I think James Dean just caught a little air coming out of that corner.
James Dean in second. He's looking for a way around Logan.
Logan's on the wall.
This could be a chance for James Dean.
Come on, American Dream.
Dean runs into Logan.
Here comes Maya.
Maya Bailey comes from behind. And Maya Bailey and Jeremiah Logan pass through the finish line side by side.
Wow.
That one was too close to call.
Oh man.
Wow.
What a finish right there. Once again, these Camaros are putting on a show for the fans.
Tell me about it. That was such a nail biter right there. Jeremiah Logan at one point looked like he was going to wreck. Then he ends up losing control right here. Look at Maya Bailey on the outside lane. And it looks like she got it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Let's see that from a different angle. Here it is from the intersection cam. Yeah, Maya Bailey got it by a nose.
Wow, what a way to finish this race off by Maya Bailey.
Here's the sky cam.
Yep, right there.
Maya Bailey finishing the race with 12 points. Jeremiah Logan still the top driver with 16 points.
An awesome performance by both those drivers.
And there you have it, Logan and Bailey, the first two drivers to advance on to the final round of the Camaro Summer Tournament.
Don't go anywhere. Our second group of drivers are ready to rock and roll right after the break.
Welcome back to the second round of the Camaro Summer Tournament here on the 3D Bot Maker Diecast Racing League.
Here's the second group of drivers for round 2.
Up first, a man who's sure to be a household name, Thelonious John McBatman O'Rama.
I feel like his parents were very confused when they named him.
Yeah, there's like 4 names in there, pick one.
Exactly. Up next we have Artipia driving in the Camaro convertible concept.
I believe that's the only car in today's race to have FTEs.
Then we have Mad for Robots in the 1968 Copo Camaro.
That one is a Hot Wheels weighing in at 32.2 grams.
Here comes my favorite.
We've got Golden Cheddar driving in the Hot Wheels 50th Anniversary Gold 1967 Camaro.
Can you think of a better match made in heaven than gold and cheddar?
I could think of at least 10 better combinations than that.
That's ridiculous. There's nothing better than golden cheddar.
I think you need to expand your cheese palette a
What
little
for?
bit.
I've already been to the mountaintop 3D. I've seen the promised land, and it's full of aged cheddar.
Haven't you ever tried like a good Gruyere?
What are you, French now?
I'm pretty sure it comes from Switzerland.
Like I said, I'm a simple man.
We've got a close race here. Thelonious in the lead, followed by Mad for Robots.
Let's see if he can pass on the straightaway.
Mad for Robots right on the tail of Thelonious.
Close one around the last corner.
And Thelonious breaks away to take the win, followed by Mad for Robots, Artipia, and Golden Cheddar.
All right, that's not a great start for Team Cheddar, but we still got 3 to go.
A nice race there, a close group all the way down the track. All drivers finish, no wrecks. Let's see what happens in the next one.
Artipia starting off in the front right and Golden Cheddar on the front left.
Let's see if that Golden Camaro can shine from the front row. It's a tight pack coming down the first straightaway. Artipia with a slight lead. Golden Cheddar on the outside.
It's a close one. Come on, Cheddar.
Golden Cheddar makes an advance through the chicane. Golden Cheddar is in the lead.
Oh man, this is a close one.
Artipia right on the tail of that Golden Camaro as they go through the last corner.
Come on, Cheddar.
And race 2 will go to Golden Cheddar, followed by Artipia, Thelonious, and Mad for Robots.
That's what I'm talking about, 3D. Golden Cheddar is back in the game.
Thelonious still has the lead, but only by 1 point. This is actually a very tight group as far as points. There's only a 3-point spread from first place to last place. This is still anybody's race.
Oh man, I'm on the edge of my seat. We got Golden Cheddar still in the front row on the right. Let's go, baby.
Here we go into race 3. Golden Cheddar on the front right. Mad for Robots on the front left.
Another tight grip right here.
Mad for Robots pulls ahead through the chicane. Here comes Thelonious passing up Golden Cheddar.
Our teammate's trailing behind in that convertible.
Mad for Robots now with a nice gap between him and Thelonious. And this race is gonna go to Mad for Robots.
Thelonious picks up second. Whoa!
Mad for Robots slams into the front fender of Golden Cheddar's car.
That's gonna leave a scratch.
What a shame too, that's kind of a rare chase car.
Hey, when you send a car to the 3D Bot Maker Diecast Racing League, you have to know what to expect.
You just hate to see that happen though.
We're gonna watch it 2 more times, aren't we?
Well, we are contractually obligated to use the Skycam at least once per race, so here it is again.
Unlike my favorite cheese, that wreck was actually pretty mild.
Oh yeah, we've seen a lot worse on this channel. Here we go with the 4th and final race. We've got Thelonious John McBatmanorama on the front left, he's your current leader, and Mad for Robots starting off on the front right, he's only trailing by 1 point.
This should be a good one. Let's see who's gonna take first.
Mad for Robots out in front, he's followed by Golden Cheddar. Here comes Thelonious to challenge for second place. Thelonious pulls ahead in second. Mad for Robots in the lead going around the last corner.
Come on, Cheddar, you can do it.
And Mad for Robots will take the win.
Oh! Now that is some sharp cheddar.
Wow, a rough finish for Golden Cheddar. Not only does he not advance on to the next round, but that golden Camaro appears to be total.
Oh man, the cheese fans around the world are in mourning.
Here it is again. Now that wreck right there was actually pretty spectacular.
Hey, if you're gonna go out in style.
Let's see it again.
Boom.
I'm not sure what was going on right there. He just seemed to drift off to the right as he went through the intersection.
Let's analyze it from the Skycam.
Here's the dismount. And he almost actually landed it on his wheels. He just over-rotated a little bit too much on the twist.
A shout out to Mad for Robots for avoiding that wrecked car as he came back through the intersection.
And there you have it, the bracket going into the final round. Jeremiah Logan, Maya Bailey, Mad for Robots, and Thelonious John McBatmanorama.
I don't know who's gonna take it, but I have a feeling it's gonna be a great race.
Welcome back to the 3D Bot Maker Diecast Racing League Camaro Summer Tournament. It's time for the final round.
3D, I've been waiting for this all week long. I've got a good feeling we're gonna see some great racing here at Race Mountain.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the 4 finalists. We have Jeremiah Logan driving the 1970 Camaro Z28, Maya Bailey in the orange Camaro, Mad for Robots in the 68 Copo Camaro, and Thelonious John McBatmanorama in the 2016 Camaro SS.
All of them are great drivers. I'm excited to see how this goes down.
And here's a look at the top 5 track times for the 2020 season. James Dean at the top with that 16.550 second track time. Jeremiah Logan, who is in today's race, currently sits in 3rd place for the 2020 season.
Logan has one of the heaviest cars in this tournament, weighing in at 53.3 grams. We'll see if all that weight helps him or hurts him. So far, it seems to be helping.
And here we go with the drivers at the start. We have Jeremiah Logan in the front right, Mad for Robots on the front left. They're waiting for the green light, and let's go racing! Jeremiah Logan off to an early lead as he approaches the first turn.
Look at him, he's starting to stretch that lead out.
It's a close race between Maya Bailey, Mad for Robots, and Thelonious.
Whoa, Jeremiah Logan jumps out of that corner.
He's approaching the final turn, and it looks like this one is over. Jeremiah Logan will take the first win, followed by Mad for Robots, Thelonious John McBatmanorama, and Maya Bailey taking 4th.
That's a strong start for Jeremiah Logan. If he can do that a few more times, he's got this one.
Let's take a look at his exit from turn 2. Just look at that.
It looks like Jeremiah was showing off for the drivers over at the rally car meetup.
Maybe he's trying to get into the DRC.
Hey, with driving like that, he would fit right in.
Jeremiah Logan clearly making a statement at the beginning of this race. He is not here to play games. He is here to win.
We've got 3 to go, so there's still time for anyone to take this race.
Here we go at the start of race 2. We've got Mad for Robots starting off on the front right, and Thelonious John McBatmanorama on the front left.
Thelonious has been a solid contender in this tournament as well. Let's see what he can do from the front row.
Right now he's not doing much. Mad for Robots way out ahead as Jeremiah Logan drafts off his tail.
Logan swerving into the turn.
Mad for Robots now with a solid lead going down the straightaway. He's through the final corner.
He's got it.
And the second race will go to Mad for Robots.
You know, with a name like that, we can't help but to be fans.
Why's that?
Mad for Robots, 3D Bot Maker.
Oh.
They're a member of the bot community.
That's a big win for Mad for Robots, currently putting him in first place with 8 points. Jeremiah Logan in second with 5 points. That's a 3-point lead.
Jeremiah Logan causing a traffic jam, messing things up for Maya Bailey and Thelonious John McBatmanorama.
Also, if we sound a little bit different, we are using some different microphones in the booth today.
You know, Susan was right. This mic really does complement my golden pipes.
Wait, so this was Susan's idea?
Yeah.
Huh, well, probably one of her better ideas, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's a shame we had to let her go.
Well, King of the Mountain is your gig, so I blame you for that.
You're the one who acted like a baby over that Camaro purchase.
A baby?
Oh no, the Camaro cost so much money. Poor me, I'm 3D bot maker.
I do not sound like that.
That was pretty spot on.
Whatever. Maya Bailey takes the lead going to 2. It's a tight race.
A lot of rubbing and racing back there.
Jeremiah Logan currently in second. Maya Bailey going around the last corner. And Logan is over.
Here comes Maya.
And Maya Bailey gets stuck on the side of the track.
Oh, she was so close.
And it looks like that's the end of this one. No one makes it past the finish line, so we are going to restart this race.
Wow, tough break for Maya. That win would have moved her up to second place.
Maya Bailey currently in last place with 1 point. Here's another look at that wreck. Jeremiah Logan getting pushed over by Mad for Robots. Thelonious John McBatman-Orama getting stuck behind him. Maya Bailey hitting the side wall that almost sent her completely off the track.
At least if she fell, there was a paramedic right there.
We're going to take a break while they get these cars back up to the start. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the Camaro Summer Tournament Finals. We've still got 2 races to go. Thelonious John McBatman-Orama on your front right and Maya Bailey on the front left.
Mad for Robots, your current leader, up by 3 points.
It's a close race between Maya and Thelonious on the first straightaway.
A tight group through the corner.
Here they go into the open section. Maya Bailey in the lead. Here comes Logan.
Look at Thelonious.
Thelonious with the pass on the outside to move into second. Maya Bailey way down the track now with the lead.
Let's see if she can make it this time.
Oh, she's having some trouble, but she recovers.
She's got it.
And Maya Bailey will pick up the win, followed by Thelonious John McBatman-Orama.
Thelonious was picking up the pace at the end there, but it was a little too late.
That right there is going to bring the overall scoreboard a lot closer. There's now only a 3-point spread between first and last place with 1 race to go.
That means this is still anybody's race.
Yes, Mad for Robot still does have the advantage here. He has a 2-point lead over Maya Bailey. He will, however, be starting off in the rear. Maya Bailey starting on the front row.
And don't forget about Jeremiah Logan. He had a fast run in the first race.
Yeah, that's right. I really don't know who's going to take this one. I'm on the edge of my seat. Let's do it.
Here they go, the 4th and final race.
Logan on the front left, Maya Bailey on the front right. Logan pulling ahead as he usually does.
Hold on there, Maya's hanging with him.
She certainly is. It's a close race. Jeremiah pulls ahead.
We've got contact.
They're all bunched up. And the race comes to a grinding halt.
Wow.
Logan's off the track. Thelonious is off the track. Mad for Robots in the back there. And Maya Bailey still on the track, but just ran out of momentum.
Man, how unlucky is Maya Bailey? If she had just rolled a little bit further and went down the hill, this thing would be all over and we'd be crowning our first ever female championship winner.
Is that right? She'll be the first female champion in the league?
I'm pretty sure of it.
Let's see. We did have Yo Mama in the food truck wars.
Hey, don't you talk about my mama.
Not your mom, Yo Mama.
It doesn't make it any better if you use slang. Don't talk about my mama.
I'm just talking about the food truck wars from last season in King of the Mountain. That's all.
Oh yeah, my mom was in that.
Jeremiah Logan out with a bigger lead this time as he goes around the second corner. Maya Bailey in second, followed by Thelonious. Here they go into the last corner, and it looks like this race is going to.
Here comes
Wait
Maya.
a minute. Jeremiah wins. Maya Bailey steals the win, and I believe that means Maya Bailey is our winner.
Wow.
We're waiting for the score.
Wait a minute, Mad for Robots past the finish line. He's in second.
We've got a tie.
Yes!
Mad for Robots and Maya Bailey both tie with 9 points, with Mad for Robots barely making it past the finish line. Whoa!
What a disappointment for Jeremiah Logan. This was his race to lose. He exits clean out of that corner, gets his front end on the side of the track as Maya Bailey sails on through.
At this point, it looked like it was going to be Maya Bailey to take the win, but look at Mad for Robots right there.
Nice.
Just barely making it past the finish line to tie everything up.
He got lucky there.
Wow, what a finish.
So what's that mean now for the race, 3D?
That means we will be going into a tiebreaker round. Mad for Robots and Maya Bailey will be racing head-to-head in 2 more races to determine the Camaro Summer Tournament champion.
More racing? Can this day get any better?
I don't think so.
Maybe some pretzels.
And there's another look at that finish by Mad for Robots. He had to push his way past Logan's wrecked car to get to that finish line, but he did it.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back to the 3D Bot Maker Diecast Racing League Camaro Summer Tournament, and we've got a tie to break between Mad for Robots and Maya Bailey.
Mad for Robots on the right, Maya Bailey on the left.
This is a 2-race tiebreaker. They will switch lanes in between the races. If they end up tying again, we will go to one more race and determine the starting positions based on their track time.
Mad for Robots with the lead.
Oh no, and Maya Bailey comes off the track.
And we're down to 1.
Mad for Robots is all alone, and it's gonna be an easy win for Mad for Robots.
Mad for Robots gets a track time of 18.594 seconds.
Another tough break for Maya Bailey coming off the track on turn 2. I'm not sure what happened there, but she is gonna need to win this race in order to stay alive.
Maya Bailey with the inside lane advantage. I think she can do it.
We're gonna find out right now. Mad for Robots 1 win away from winning the tournament.
Maya with a small lead on the straightaway.
Here they go into turn 1. Maya holding onto the lead, but just barely.
It's another close one.
Mad for Robots pulling ahead into the second corner.
Come on, Maya.
That lead's getting bigger going down the straightaway. Here they are into the last corner.
He's sliding.
Mad for Robots loses speed. Maya Bailey's gaining. And Mad for Robots is your 2020 Camaro Summer Tournament champion.
Wow, what an awesome tournament this has been. Awesome driving by Mad for Robots. I do have to say, though, I'm a little disappointed. I was really hoping we would have our first female champion in the league.
Maya Bailey certainly did a great job making it this far. I'm sure this is not the last we'll see from her. And there he is, your Camaro Summer Tournament champion, Mad for Robots.
3D.
What?
That's not a he.
Well, my apologies. I guess we just assumed Mad for Robots was a guy, but apparently she is our first ever female champion in the 3D Bot Maker Diecast Racing League.
Is it me, or is there something kind of familiar about her?
Yeah, something does seem similar. I mean, she's wearing the helmet, so I can't really see, but...
Do you think it could be...
You mean Susan?
I mean, she was about that height.
It would explain why I can never get a hold of her on race day.
Camaro poster in her cubicle.
Robot ringtone on her phone.
Her monotone pattern of speech.
It could be.
I think it is.
Well, anyways, Mad for Robots
Susan
not only wins the tournament, but she also makes it onto the top 5 track times board with that time of 17.662 seconds. We hope you've enjoyed this Camaro Summer Tournament. Coming up next is the 4th and final event of the 2020 DRC season.
With 3 wins under his belt, can Stephen King make it 4 before the All-Star race?
He's gonna have some tough competition this time.
Oh, really? So CJ said yes?
Oh yeah, he's looking forward to it.
Awesome.
You've been watching the 3D Bot Maker Diecast Racing League,
the home of Diecast Sports Action Racing. Does this mean we're rehiring Susan?
Yes, it does.
Awesome. I can't wait to buy some more cars.
Oh no, we're gonna have a talk about that.
Come on, we're a Diecast Racing channel. We need some nice stuff.